Today we're going to be talking about what dating coaches don't want you to know. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and go ahead and hit that notifications button. Today we're going to be talking about what dating coaches don't want you to know. And the reason why I'm making this video is because it seems like when it comes to dating and it comes to dating advice, especially towards women, you're constantly hearing the same advice over and over again. But a lot of this advice is not working. It's just feel-good advice. In my world, I call it strawberry jelly beans. That's where you're being spoon-fed the information that you want to hear. 9 times out of 10, guys that are actually here paying attention to dating advice are men that are already in relationships and you're trying to figure out what's going on with the woman, or you just got done with a breakup and you're trying to figure out where everything went wrong. So when it comes to dating advice, your emotions are always wrapped up into dating, that you become sensitive to it. So when people kind of tell you things that you want to hear, or you was kind of suggesting or thinking about in the first place, and it matches, then you're like, oh, that's right. But today I'm going to be breaking down to you why dating coaches need you to be in that state of mind so they can force feed you the same information over again, and you're still right. But you always need someone to tell you what you're thinking, but the information you're getting is wrong because it's not going to work on every woman. All right? So today we're going to tell you what they don't want you to know. Okay, one thing that they don't want you to know is that they know you're weak and vulnerable. They know exactly what you want to hear. See, what you need to know is on the red pill side, this is why I recommend red pill versus just dating. When you are getting dating advice, you have to get red pill advice. So the red pill advice about dating is you cannot approach every girl the same way. You can't. It's just not going to work. This is why a lot of that dating advice is just not going to work, because a woman is constantly going through different moods. She's constantly going through different personalities. So as a man, you have to be able to study women, because women are forced to study men just by life. She has no choice but to study men because the amount of guys that are going to approach her. See, women are going to constantly be learning men because they never have to go and approach a man. A man is constantly approaching them. And these are going to always be different race of men, different personalities of men. So she's constantly learning about guys without happening to go seek the knowledge. The knowledge is just coming to her. Okay, it's the same thing with a man. The only difference is you're not going to have that many women coming after you unless you're a celebrity or you're a rich person. But then they're coming to you for ulterior motives. But for the most part, guys are not going to learn women because you don't even have the time or the patience to keep approaching different women and keep dating different women to understand women. Most of what you're going to learn is going to come after a heartbreak, because you're going to go through a state of mind of confusion and you want to know the answers to everything. That's mainly when you're going to gain your knowledge about women. But women are always 10 steps ahead of a man because she's constantly being approached by a different type of guy. But on your end, what you're going to need to learn is every single type of woman. See, this is why I make videos on what a woman hair color says about her, what her tattoos say about her. You need to start studying these type of things about women so you're able to spot her personality from a distance before approaching her. In order for you to be a master dater or a master red pill man, you have to start knowing women traits, but you have to understand this. The downfall about a woman, the negative traits about a woman, is not in every woman. Every woman insecurity and confidence level are on 2 different levels. You have women that have been with so many guys and have been approached by so many guys and have been in relationship with so many different type of guys. her confidence level is through the roof. In other words, it don't matter if she broke, it don't matter if she got money. He becomes a game to her. This type of woman is called the succubus. This is the type of woman that can adjust her style to every different type of guy. That's the same way you got to be like a man to a woman. You got to be able to adjust your style to each type of woman, to each different personality that she's going through. But you have to be able to spot what personality she's in at that moment, because that's how women read you. Women can look at you and tell if you're having a bad day, if you're having a good day. They can tell if you got money. They can tell if you're confident. See, you ever notice one thing about like strippers and especially black women in the hood? They always end up with the worst black guy down on his luck. And the reason why they do that is because they know they could gain power over him. There's a reason why she's going out working her home care job or her nurse job and got a bummy dude sitting at home babysitting the kids. Because she knows this is the type of guy that's going to allow me to control him. And she know that based off the type of guy she's been with in her life. See, a lot of women have already been with men that have money. So they already know, all right, this guy with money is going to try to control me, because most guys with money actually tries to control a woman. So if you try to play the money game with a woman who's actually trying to play the independent game, you're going to be bumping heads the entire relationship. You're going to start off bumping heads at the date, because she's going to see you from a mile away, what you're trying to do, and she's going to entertain herself by counteracting to your game. See, you have to know what type of game she has already seen. And you could tell these by the way she dressed. You could tell by the way she carries herself exactly what type of men that she has been around. But the ones that become the smartest are those women who deal with upper echelon guys with no personality. That's when women really start learning about men. They start learning. The more perfect a guy tries to be, the more boring he's going to be. You have men out there that got the muscle, that got the money, that look good to a woman, but when she gets around him, he's OCD. Now he got to keep his house clean. Now he's wiping down the furniture. Now he's wiping down this. Now he's getting emotional about things. She turned off. But you want to know something about a woman? She starts studying a man just like that. She starts saying, man, this guy looks so good, but he's so insecure. That when she goes out and starts walking around, those type of guys are not attractive to her anymore. Because she already knows, all right, this type of dude's going to act like this. So she starts becoming smarter, and she starts aiming at the guy that's going to be able to give her what she wants. Well, it has to be the same thing with you. You have to understand that your personality is going to be read by a woman faster than you're going to read a woman's. So in order for you to get smart at dating, you must be smart at gaining the knowledge that you want to learn. But you have to be brave enough to start studying women outside of your room. What I mean by that, if you've been studying hood rats, you got to start studying the nerd now. Because let's say you take a nerdy girl who's been wearing glasses her whole life and this is her first day wearing contacts. All right, you can't pull out any game and use it on her because she just went from no confidence to false confidence overnight. It's going to take her a while before she comes back down and realize like there was really no big change between the glasses and the contacts. But women are constantly adjusting their moods to feel a certain way. So she's going to give different feedbacks for different type of approaches that comes towards her. That's what a dating coach is not going to tell you. He's not going to tell you how to be very adaptable. He's going to say, oh, do this, don't call her, or don't do that, and it works. But the thing is, a lot of you guys, a lot of this information you're reading, you don't go and put that into play. You don't actually go out and attempt to do these dating advice. Most of you don't. You just enjoy listening to it because most of y'all are coming out of a relationship or you're in a relationship right now and things are getting rocky and you're trying to figure it out. Another thing a dating coach doesn't tell you is that dating is all superficial. It's all superficial. If you're a good-looking guy, chances are you need to date mid-looking women. If you're an ugly guy, you got to practice on ugly women. A beautiful woman is the worst woman to be with. It's the worst woman to pursue. It's the worst woman to be around. A lot of your dating has to be with mid-grade women. That's what a dating coach is not going to tell you, because a lot of y'all are 4s and 5s. You need to stay around a 4 and a 5 when you date, and you need to accept the fact that you're a 4 and a 5. That's what a dating coach is not going to tell you. You need to stop thinking that you can run game to a woman who's a 7 and an 8 and get her, because a lot of them ain't going to show you the women they getting. Most of them are not, because it's not that easy getting 8, 9s, and 10s. 8, 9s, and 10s are on an entire superficial plateau. In other words, when you got yourself an 8, 9, and 10 and you got the money to go with it, you ain't giving out no dating advice, because you spending more attention on her, trying to keep her tamed and see what she got going on to keep from using you. So this is the truth about dating exposed. You must learn everything about a woman, the different personalities, the different traits, her hair, her nails, her clothes will say a lot about her before you even approach her. That's what a lot of dating coaches are not going to tell you. This is Anthony Spade. Hasta la vista.